These are the greatest stealth weapons in the U.S. military history. Stealth is an integral part of modern warfare. Here's what you need to know. Not just aircraft make the list. Stealth, or the idea of reducing the ability of the enemy to detect a weapon, has been around since the first caveman sewed a pocket into his clothing and hid a rock in it. Thousands of years later, with the ability to detect objects on the ground, in the air, and at sea using electromagnetic radiation, hiding weapons in plain sight has become much harder. The idea of making an aircraft invisible to radar waves was not pursued, as the properties of radar with regards to object shape were not fully understood. Pyotr Efemtsev, a Russian physicist, published a number of papers on predicting the reflection of electromagnetic waves, radar waves. The Soviet Union, not understanding the gravity of his work, translated many of them into English. But aerospace engineers at Lockheed did, and extrapolated from it a correct theory on reducing the radar cross-section of aircraft. The result was the Lockheed F17 Nighthawk stealth fighter. Since then, stealth has been an integral part of every tactical aircraft deployed by the United States. Here are 5 of the most lethal stealth weapons of war. B-2 Spirit. The stealth bomber is an American heavy strategic bomber featuring low observable stealth technology designed for penetrating dense anti-aircraft defenses. Designed during the Cold War, it's a flying wing design with a crew of 2. The bomber is subsonic and can deploy both conventional and thermonuclear weapons. First revealed in 1988 by the Northrop Corporation, the B-2 Spirit was to be America's first truly stealthy strategic bomber. The tailless design was meant to minimize the aircraft's radar signature, allowing it to penetrate Soviet air defenses during a nuclear war. The B-2 first flew in combat over Kosovo in 1999. The aircraft is also flown in support of Operation Enduring Freedom and Operation Iraqi Freedom. In 2011, 3 B-2s flying from the continental United States struck a Libyan airfield during Operation Odyssey Dawn. F22 Raptor. The Lockheed Martin F22 Raptor is an American single-seat, twin-engine, all-weather stealth tactical fighter aircraft developed for the United States Air Force. The result of the Air Force's Advanced Tactical Fighter (ATF) program, the aircraft was designed primarily as an air superiority fighter, but also has ground attack, electronic warfare, and signal intelligence capabilities. The first operational stealth fighter, the F22 Raptor, was designed to replace the F-15 Eagle. Unlike previous American stealth aircraft, including the F-117 and B-2, the F-22 was to be a fighter, using stealth to give it decisive advantage in air-to-air combat. Declared operational in December 2005, the F-22 is the world's best fighter, outclassing all current and projected fighters, and the only operational so-called fifth-generation fighter. The F-22 began life in the late 1980s as the Advanced Tactical Fighter, ATF. ATF would be the first aircraft to incorporate stealth into a highly maneuverable fighter-type platform. The F-22 is designed to provide minimal radar and infrared signatures, the 2 primary homing mechanisms for air-to-air missiles. The radar cross-section of the F-22 is estimated by manufacturer Lockheed Martin as, from some angles, approximate to a steel marble. Ohio-class nuclear missile submarine. Stealth doesn't just apply to aircraft. Submarines have been incorporating stealthy features for decades. Among submarines, the most powerful combination of lethality and stealth is almost certainly the Ohio-class nuclear-powered ballistic missile submarines. A popular, possibly apocryphal, legend about the Ohio class holds that they were never detected by rival Soviet submarines and submarine detection systems. The Ohio submarines, at 18,450 tons submerged, are the largest submarines ever built by the United States. Stealthy features include cylindrical fish-shaped hull for fast movement with minimal noise. Noise-generating equipment is placed on sound-isolating mounts. The nuclear missile silos, laid out in 2 rows behind the sail, are flush with the hull to decrease flow noise. The subs also mount 2 steam turbines, 1 for quiet operation. 18 Ohio-class submarines were built, 14 serve on as ballistic missile submarines, while 4 were rearmed with conventional Tomahawk cruise missiles. SR71 Blackbird. The Lockheed SR71 Blackbird is a long-range, high-altitude Mach 3+ strategic reconnaissance aircraft developed and manufactured by the American aerospace company Lockheed Corporation. It was operated by both the United States Air Force and NASA. The SR-71 was developed as a black project from the Lockheed A-12 reconnaissance aircraft during the 1960s by Lockheed's Skunk Works division. American aerospace engineer Clarence Kelly Johnson was responsible for many of the aircraft's innovative concepts. The shape of the SR-71 was based on that of the A-12, which was one of the first aircraft to be designed with a reduced radar cross-section. At one point, a bomber variant of the aircraft was under consideration before the program was focused solely on reconnaissance. Famous for being the fastest plane ever built, the SR-71 is less well known for being a stealthy aircraft. The SR-71, which cruised at Mach 3.2, was one of the first aircraft to incorporate multiple stealth features into its design. First flown in 1962, the SR-71 incorporated 4 stealthy features into its design. First, surfaces were designed to avoid reflecting radar waves. Second, the aircraft's wings, tail, and fuselage made use of composites alternating with titanium on the idea that composites were radar absorbing. Third, the massive J-58 afterburning engines with their large air-gulping inlets were positioned close to the fuselage of the airplane. The fourth feature incorporated into the SR-71 was a black paint infused with tiny iron ferrite spheres. The paint, which gave the SR-71 its distinctive Blackbird look and helped reduce the plane's radar cross-section, cost $400 a gallon. Altogether, the SR-71's stealthy design gave it a radar cross-section of less than 10 square meters. By comparison, the radar cross-section of an early F-15 Eagle is nearly 100 square meters. F-17 Nighthawk. The Lockheed F-17 Nighthawk is a semi-retired American single-seat twin-engine stealth attack aircraft that was developed by Lockheed's secretive Skunk Works division and operated by the United States Air Force. It was the first operational aircraft to be designed around stealth technology. The first operational stealth aircraft, the F-117, is often mistakenly referred to as a stealth fighter. Contrary to popular belief, the F-117 is actually a tactical bomber with no air-to-air capability. The F-117 was developed from the top-secret Have Blue project, which produced 2 stealth technology demonstrating aircraft. The Have Blue aircraft emphasized a low radar signature over aerodynamic performance and indeed needed fly-by-wire technology just developed for the F-16 to prevent the aircraft from losing control in flight. 59 F-117 Nighthawk stealth fighters were eventually built. The existence of the stealth fighter was speculated for much of the 1980s, reaching a frenzy after a July 1986 crash of an F-117 outside Bakersfield, California. The attempted cover-up only served to heighten public interest, and the Air Force confirmed the existence of the plane in 1988. The F-117 first flew in combat in 1989 when it bombed targets during the invasion of Panama. The F-117 next flew in Operation Desert Storm, flying nighttime missions over Baghdad, and participated in no-fly zone operations against Iraq in the 1990s. F-117s flew missions over Kosovo in 1999 and Iraq during 2003's Operation Iraqi Freedom. The F-117 was retired in 2008. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.